And this award goes to the Sister Love Academy for their contribution and support given to the real children and their family of Lagos State and to nationwide. In the beautiful city of Lagos, Nigeria, lived a beautiful 20-year-old lady named Oluwafunke. She had a unique family situation. Her father had remarried, and her step-sister, Titilope, 22-year-old lady. Titilope was born with a rare genetic condition, craniotorsal paralysis, which resulted in her having two heads on one body. Titilope was a very brilliant child despite the challenges that she came with her condition. She was very cheerful and hardworking, which make people around her like her so much. She has learned to adapt to her own situation. Oluwafunke and Titilope has developed a strong bond, and Oluwafunke was always supportive and protective of her step-sister. The two sisters spent their days exploring the busy streets of Lagos State, trying out new food and shopping at the local market. Oluwafunke loved learning about Titilola. Oluwafunke loved learning about Titilola unique perspective on the world. Oluwafunke admired Titilola's strength and confidence. Together they proved that family is not just about biological but about love, acceptance and support for one another. They became an inspiration to those around them, showing that differences are what made us special and that togetherness we can overcome any obstacle. One day, Oluwafunke and Titilola decided to visit the famous bar beach in Lagos. As they were walking along the shore, they draw attention from the crowd, but not in any way that makes them uncomfortable. People were fascinated by their bond and Titilola's unique condition. A local artist approaches them and asks if he could paint their portrait. Oluwafunke and Titilola agreed, and the artist began to work. As they sat for the painting, Oluwafunke had an idea, and she turned to her sister Titilope and said, "Let's start a blog and a social media account to share our story with the world. We can inspire others and show that differences are what makes us beautiful." Titilope two heads, Taiwo and Kehinde, nerves in unison, and the sisters set out a mission to spread love, acceptance and inclusive. Their blog and social media accounts quickly gathered popularity, and they became known as the sisterly loved ambassador of Lagos. Their message were well received by people from all walks of life, and soon they were invited to speak at events and conferences. Funke and Titilola traveled the world, sharing their stories and inspiring others to embrace their uniqueness. As their fame grew, Funke and Titilope began to receive messages and phone calls from people all over the world. Their story was touching and inspired a lot of people that they sent messages, letters and calls. They received letters and calls from individuals with rare condition, parents of children with disability, and people who simply appreciate their message of love and acceptance. One day, they received email from a young girl in a small town in Nigeria who has been born with a similar condition to Titilope. The girl named Ada was struggling to face acceptance in her community and felt like an outcast. Oluwafunke and Titilope immediately reached out to Ada and began to mentor her. They shared their experiences and offered advice and introduced her to their network of supportive friends. With Oluwafunke and Titilope guidance, Ada gained confidence as she began to embrace her uniqueness. She started a supportive group in her community for people with rare condition and became an advocate for acceptance and love. Oluwafunke and Titilope were proud of the impact they had on Ada's life and realized that their story was making the difference. They decided to take their mission to the next level by establishing a foundation to support people with rare condition and to promote acceptance and love. Their foundation name was called the Sisterly Love Without Bounds. It quickly gained international recognition and attracted donations and donors from far and near. Different people were ready to donate to the foundation throughout the world. Olufunke and Titilope became a leading voices in the advocacy for inclusive and acceptance. Years went by, the foundation flourished. Oluwafunke and Titilope traveled the world wide, setting up support groups, funding researches, and advocating for policy changing. They became known as the most influential sister in Africa, Lagos, Nigeria, and their name spread wide like fire. Their message of acceptance and love for the rare children, for the rare people, spread wide throughout the world. One day, they received an invitation from United Nations to speak at a conference, a global conference on inclusive and diversity. Olufunke and Titilope were honored. They received award and they were grateful for the award they have given them and the opportunity. As they stood on the stage, Taiwo and Kehinde, Titilope two heads smiled at each other. Oluwafunke began to speak. She shared their stories, highlight their challenges that they have faced in the time past, the solution they took, and the advice they have given to people that are having such condition. Titilope and her two heads took their turn to speak and share their uniqueness, their perspective, and their insight to such condition that they are. Titilope advice gave advice to as many people that are having such condition or any other condition. He shared her sincere love. The two heads on Titilope, Taiwo and Kehinde, they smile, showing that they are happy to be in one body. The audience was captivated by their message, and the sister received a standing ovation. The world leaders approached them, pledging support for their foundation and promising to implement policy that will promote inclusive and acceptance between rare children and disabled people. Oluwafunke and Titilope returns to Lagos as an hero. They continue in their work, knowing that their bond and message has power to change the world. As they look up at the stars, Oluwafunke turned to Titilope and said, "Who will have thought that our unique situation would have our unique situation will bring us to this point?" Titilope stood head. Taiwo and Kehinde smiled. Taiwo said, "We have just started." Kehinde added, "The world needs more sisterly love. We have just started. We are going to show love to as many rare people with their family. We are going to show them that we should be together in one accord." And so their journey continued, inspiring millions of people, providing support, love, and acceptance to the real people. As their foundation grew, Oluwafunke and Titilope decided to establish a special academy for children with rare condition. They wanted to create a safe space where these children could learn, grow, and thrive without fear of judgment or discrimination. The academy was named Sister Loved Academy, quickly became a special school worldwide, a hope for the families and for the real children, and it received award worldwide. Children from diverse backgrounds and with various conditions came learning, and they grew together. Oluwafunke and Titilope were the sole directors of the school, ensuring that every child received personal attention and care. They employ a team of dedicated teachers, therapists, and some medical professionals to support their children development. One day, a young boy named Dada arrived at the academy. Dada had a rare condition that makes his skin sensitive to sunlight. Oluwafunke and Titilope welcomed him with an open arm and worked with him and his family by creating a plan that will suit Dada's rare condition. While Dada still receiving treatment and medication, he became friends quickly. Dada became friend with a lot of students in the academy. He learns how to play music and other instruments. Dada's stories spread round the community and the country, which made the foundation to grow. People with rare conditions start trooping in, bringing their children to the school. Oluwafunke and Titilope expand their academy, expand their facilities, creating a community of rare children, celebrating diversity and promoting acceptance in the community and in the world as a whole. Years later, the academy became a model for inclusive education worldwide. Oluwafunke and Titilope sisterly love has created a ripple effect, inspiring towards acceptance and understanding towards the real people, towards the real child in the world. And so, their legacy continues, a testament to the power of love, acceptance, and the unbreakable bond between two sisters who have refused to let their differences separate them. That is the end of our story. kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel. Share this video. Share this video and drop your comments. Please press the notification bell. Press the notification bell. Subscribe. Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Subscribe. See you in my next video. Thank you. Love you.